gotten all of us into this room. It's gotten us talking about it, and it's a step. And taking it into the school is the next step. So hopefully we can take that next step too.
Yeah, I love that idea.
So I saw your hand up for a long time.
Thank you. My hand was starting to fall.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
My eyes are watery, so.
Do you consider these kind of issues like schizophrenia and depression to be more biologically based, substance abuse based, or sociologically based? Like who we deal with more?
Yes.
Yes, and yes.
Like which one do you think has more of an impact, biology or let's just go with social influence?
Well, I would think, nature versus nurture has been argued for a long time. And I don't know if this panel will come to a consensus on that. I think it's a combination, and I'm not a medical person, but as someone who suffers, I kind of let go of why the hell did this happen, and I moved on to what can I do about it. That's just me.
Yeah, no, I love that.
I think it matters what condition it is. For example, take post-traumatic stress disorder. That's something that is strictly, brought on by environmental conditions. However, there are some individuals who may be more susceptible to it than others because of biological factors. I think there have to be more research to go into that. But clearly, it's a balance of all three can have an impact.
Eric, you want to help answer?
Hi, I'm Eric, and I work with Amy. And I always like to say I've been working in mental health since we could buy gas for 36 cents a gallon. That would put Richard Nixon in the White House because of the millennials or Xers never heard of him. But, where was I going to go with that? Oh yeah, biology. Let's say schizophrenia. The statistical prevalence of that is 1 out of 100, 1%. So you can look around the room and you can find yourself. I'll volunteer for that if you'd like. But schizophrenia, look at the studies of identical twins. Now when you have identical twins, they have the same biology. Exactly, same color hair, same color eyes, et cetera, et cetera. Anyone want to take a guess on what they would call the concordance is for schizophrenia with somebody who has identical genetic makeup? Just toss out the numbers, we'll see.
50%.
60?
50.
50, okay, 50-50, that's an interesting guess. Good, I'll tell you why in a minute. Any other guesses? Remember, they're identical, they're exactly the same.
10%.
This is 10. Okay, one more. What is it?
1%.
1%. No, it's right. Studies vary, but they're around 30%, 30-40% tops. So what does that tell you? That tells you, well, we'll get to fraternal in a minute. But with identical twins, if one has it, the other one doesn't automatically have it. They have it maybe 30 to 40% of the time. That means 60% they don't. That's almost 2/3. And a very good resource for this is where I get my information from is a psychiatrist whose own sister has schizophrenia. He's been on the Phil Donahue to the Today Show. His name is E. Fuller Torrey, Dr. E. Fuller Torrey. He's written any number of books and any number of studies about schizophrenia, and he cites the research of identical twins. And when I learned that, I thought, wow, that's interesting because that means it's both. You said nurture and nature. It's both. And we try to separate that out. In my schooling in the dark ages, they used to blame mothers for schizophrenia. It was a terrible thing. But that's what it was. And then we've learned it's really a disorder of the brain. It's a brain disease, nothing more than that. And why does it only wait till about 20 years old, 25 years old to come out? They're still figuring that out. Someone asked about fraternal twins. It's about 10%. So, if you have a twin that has it, then it's about 10%. Much lower. But it's very interesting, even when they've taken twin studies and looked at one who's been placed far away and one who's where they are now, even then, the relationship bears up about the same. It's about 30 to 40% tops. So that tells you too that sometimes it's genetic, sometimes it isn't. So yeah, and it can be, but it's. We were even told there's a writer by the name of Lang who said, yeah, it's all political, it's all political. The people who are mentally ill are the poets and the true seers. Well, that was 70s talk. We know that's not true. I mean, it could be true, but it's not, that doesn't cause it. So that's this thing about biology.
And I would add that I think if it was all clearly biological and there was a blood test, I think that would reduce the stigma. And I think we want to believe like it's biological because we don't want to take blame for it or blame our mothers, as you said. And because it isn't clear cut and there's not a blood test and we can't say for 100% it's biological, then maybe it comes across as weakness, and I'm stained and I have this weakness, and if I was stronger, my brain wouldn't be flawed. And it is a flaw, it is not a gift, in my opinion.
So do you think there's less stigma attached to disorder, a brain disorder versus like the National Alliance of Mentally Ill?
I'm not as concerned with the language, but I think there's more stigma surrounding any mental condition than, say, diabetes.
Yeah.
But even that's not necessarily true, because of type 2 diabetes, people think it's because you're obese or you eat McDonald's. They don't necessarily think it's that your
Or you're
pancreas
poor.
stopped producing insulin. So I think people are just mean to people that are sick in general.
Well, and there's actually something to be said about that. Being sick is scary, and so to stigmatize it, to be too far away from it, it's like bullying. If I don't feel good about myself, I'm going to make you feel bad, and that makes me feel better. People like to stay away and stigmatize mental illness because God knows they don't want it happening to them. So that does play a piece. Your question, sir, about the nature of versus nurture versus substance, though, I think JT and I are seeing in the last 5 years a new growth, and that is drug-induced psychosis with our young folks. The new drugs that they're using, well, they're not so new, but the crystal meth and the chemicals that they're shooting to those brains at young ages, we're seeing drug-induced psychosis, and we're seeing them not recover. The medicine is not the typical medicine that's given to, a regular, another psychotic disorder that we may call organic. They're not working for these young kids. And these kids' lives are looking pretty bleak. And we're waiting it out. We're waiting to see what happens, to see if anything happens to the brain damage done. And it's scary.
So I was at, kind of answer that question that you had, I was at a National Mental Health America conference in Atlanta, and have people from all over the nation coming together to kind of talk about parity, health laws in mental health, and what do they look like. And one of the things that really resonated with me as someone who works in the mental health field as an advocate in education is that you're so not even on the same page as folks who work in the field that it's really hard to try to come up with this consensus message, with this one message, when some people feel this way about this stigma or this way about that. And so I think if we can really try to work together, I mean, the exciting news is that neuroscience is showing us amazing stuff. Even folks with, illnesses such as schizophrenia, when found really, really young, at a young age, or when the symptoms are first showing themselves, the way that we can treat and be in a place of recovery and find that pathway. So it's amazing stuff, but there's something to be said about coming together to say, hey, we're all a teammate, and maybe and again, we don't want to get stuck in black and white thinking. We want to be empathetic and encouraging and make people feel loved, not judged. We want to support someone. There's an article in the New York Times the other day about stigma in the workplace, and people coming out and saying, I experienced so much discrimination from my supervisor after, sharing that I had a mental illness and how that impacted individuals. And so we have a far way to go, but we kind of need to come together as a unified voice to say, this is not okay, and, we're going to support each other, and what does that look like, and what can that look like? I think that's
But when the weathermen say the weather is schizophrenic and a storm is coming, it's not funny. You
No.
have someone at home in a storm.
Or just crazy. Oh, you see, oh, that's crazy. That's not, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that word.
And someone
It's-
who, someone else might be, that's the, I mean, that's the,
And
how do
it's-
we get, you know, how do we respect each other and where we're coming from? And then let that weatherman know, you know, tweet him, hey, weatherman, I don't like that. Well, you know, I'm
That's
it's
good.
humorous, but, I mean, for real, it is, it's one of those things where it's like, how can we, because maybe to someone else, they might say, I don't mind talking about the word crazy, and I love crazy, and I'm not crazy, or, you know, I mean, it's just,
It's the generalization of it. I'm
It is.
gonna
It's
use it as
stereotyping.
a dismissive.
Yeah.
I'm going to classify it as crazy. We can dismiss it and not talk about it and not think about it. And that's the perpetuation of the stigma. That's the perpetuation of the stereotype.
And you know, I guess, knowing where it's coming from, where the word's coming from, the context, because if the weatherman really meant that the weather patterns were disorganized and unpredictable, then he was accurate. Okay, that's disorganized thoughts are part of schizophrenia. It's what happens. So was he being mean? I don't know. I think I probably would not have done that on TV. I
right,
agree.
it could be